Hello there, film fans and lovers of all things hopefully cult classic. Welcome back to another episode of Real Talk, where we're exploring the weird and wonderful world of cinema's most eccentric gems. Today, we're diving headfirst into the universe of The Room, a film that defies explanation and leaves audiences simultaneously scratching their heads and clutching their sides in laughter. Directed, produced, and starring Tommy Wiseau, The Room has achieved an almost mythical status in the pantheon of cult cinema. It's a movie that has become more than just a film. It's a cultural phenomenon, a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma, all delivered with a generous dollop of Tommy Wiseau's unique brand of charisma. From its perplexing plot to its stilted dialogue and inexplicable character motivations, The Room is an experience like no other. It's a film that's garnered a devoted following of fans who revel in its unintentional hilarity and endlessly quotable lines. So, whether you're a seasoned aficionado of cult classics or a curious newcomer eager to experience the madness for yourself, sit back, relax, and get ready to immerse yourself in the wonderfully bizarre world of The Room. It's sure to be a ride you won't soon forget. All right, so let's just dive right into this plot of The Room. But strap in, folks, because this one's a doozy. So we're introduced to Johnny, played by Tommy Wiseau, a successful banker who seems to have it all. A beautiful fiancée named Lisa, a best friend named Mark, and a cozy San Francisco apartment. Sounds pretty straightforward, right? Well, hold on to your hats because things are about to get seriously weird. Lisa, for reasons unknown, decides she's bored with Johnny and starts seducing Mark, his best friend. And I mean, they're not exactly subtle about it. They're making out on the stairs, in broad daylight, while Johnny's in the next room. Meanwhile, we've got a whole slew of side characters who seem to exist solely to pop in, deliver some utterly baffling lines, and then vanish into the abyss. But wait, there's more. We've got subplots about drug dealers who may or may not exist, inexplicable football tossing in tuxedos, and enough melodrama to make a soap opera blush. And just when you think you've got a handle on things, the movie throws a curveball with some of the most bizarrely out of place scenes you'll ever witness. And let's not forget the infamous rooftop scene, where Johnny vents his frustrations by hurling water bottles and shouting nonsensical phrases into the void. It's like something out of a fever dream. In the end, without giving too much away, if you can even spoil a movie like this, The Room reaches its climax in a flurry of betrayal, tragedy, and utterly confounding dialogue. It's a roller coaster of emotions that defies all logic and leaves you questioning everything you thought you knew about storytelling. So there you have it, The Room in all its bewildering glory. It's a film that has to be seen to be believed, and even then, you'll probably find yourself scratching your head in disbelief. But hey, that's part of the charm, right? Let's take a break, and then when we come back, we'll look at the soundtrack. All right, let's talk about The Room soundtrack, or should I say lack thereof. You see, this movie is infamous for many things, but a memorable soundtrack is not one of them. In fact, the music, or lack thereof, plays a rather peculiar role in the overall experience of watching The Room. Throughout the film, you'll notice long stretches of awkward silence where you'd expect some background music to set the mood or enhance the emotional resonance of a scene. Instead, you're left alone with the characters and their bewildering dialogue, which, trust me, is an experience in itself. Now, there are a few instances where music does make an appearance, but they're few and far between. We're treated to a handful of forgettable tracks that seem to have been plucked from a generic stock music library, doing little to add any depth or dimension to the scene they accompany. But hey, maybe that's part of Tommy Wiseau's master plan. Perhaps he wanted to subvert our expectations and challenge conventional filmmaking norms by eschewing traditional soundtrack altogether. Or, more likely, he just forgot to add music in post production. Who knows? One thing's for sure, whether intentional or not, the absence of a cohesive soundtrack only adds to the overall surreal and disjointed nature of the room. It's just another piece of the puzzle that makes this cult classic so delightfully baffling. So if you're watching The Room for the first time, don't hold your breath for any memorable musical moments. Instead, embrace the silence, soak in the absurdity, and let yourself be swept away by the sheer audacity of it all. Trust me, you're in for one heck of a ride. We'll take another break right here, and when we come back, we'll see what the thematic elements are held in this film. So let's dive deep into the thematic elements and unpack some of the layers of meaning within this film. One of the most prominent themes is the disintegration of trust and the corrosive nature of deception. Throughout the film, we witness the gradual unraveling of Johnny and Lisa's relationship due to Lisa's deceitful actions with Mark. This theme highlights the fragility of trust and in personal relationships and the devastating consequences of those betrayals. Additionally, the portrayal of deception serves as a commentary on the illusion of stability and happiness, suggesting that even the most seemingly perfect relationships can be undermined by hidden agendas and ulterior motives. The Room also explores the concept of existential angst and the search for meaning in a seemingly meaningless world. Characters like Johnny and Lisa grapple with feelings of emptiness and dissatisfaction. Despite their outwardly successful lives, this existential crisis is reflected in Johnny's iconic line, "I did not hit her, it's not true, it's BS, I did not hit her, I did not," which encapsulates his desperate attempt to cling to a sense of reality in the face of this overwhelming chaos. This theme resonates with viewers who may relate to the character's sense of alienation and disillusionment. Another key theme in The Room is the destructive nature of toxic masculinity. Johnny's character embodies traditional notions of masculinity, with his stoic demeanor and unwavering commitment to providing for his loved ones. However, this portrayal is subverted by his vulnerability and eventual breakdown in the face of betrayal. The film critiques the damaging effects of societal expectations placed on men to suppress their emotions and uphold an unrealistic standard of strength. Johnny's ultimate demise serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of representing one's feelings and neglecting mental health. The Room also explores the theme of fate versus free will. Characters like Johnny and Lisa grapple with the idea that their lives are predetermined by external forces beyond their control. This existential dilemma is heightened by the film's surrealistic atmosphere and disjointed narrative structure, which blur the boundaries between reality and illusion. The characters' futile attempts to assert agency over their lives underscore the absurdity of existence and the inherent unpredictability of the human experience. And last, The Room offers a poignant meditation on the power of forgiveness and redemption. Despite the characters' myriad flaws and shortcomings, the film ultimately suggests that redemption is possible through genuine remorse and reconciliation. Johnny forgives Lisa and Mark despite their betrayal. This embodies a sense of compassion and empathy that transcends the film's chaotic narrative. This theme of forgiveness reminds viewers of the inherent humanity of the characters and offers a glimmer of hope amidst the chaos and absurdity of their lives. So The Room may be remembered for its unintentional humor and baffling dialogue, but beneath its surface lies a wealth of thematic depth and complexity. From the disintegration of trust to the search for meaning in a meaningless world, the film invites viewers to ponder the intricacies of human relationships and the existential dilemmas that define the human condition. So the next time you find yourself watching The Room, Take a moment to explore the thematic richness and discover some of the actual profound truths hidden within this completely absurd narrative. Now we'll take another quick break and we'll talk about the cast and crew who brought this cult film to life. So let's take a look at the ensemble behind The Room and uncover some of the quirks and anecdotes that have contributed to its status. First, Tommy Wiseau, the mastermind, I guess, behind The Room, not only wrote, directed, produced, and starred in the film, but also funded its production with his own mysterious fortune. Wiseau's unconventional methods and cryptic background have fueled endless speculation and fascination among fans. His performance as Johnny, the tormented protagonist, is a testament to his singular vision and relentless dedication. Despite his lack of formal training, Wiseau's portrayal of Johnny is infused with a strange authenticity that really defies explanation. Juliette Danielle's portrayal of Lisa, Johnny's deceitful fiancée, is another highlight of the film. Danielle does bring a sense of complexity to the character, balancing Lisa's manipulative behavior and moments of vulnerability and regret. Her chemistry with Wiseau adds a depth to their relationship, elevating their scenes together beyond mere melodrama. Greg Sestero, in the role of Mark, Johnny's best friend, delivers a performance that complements Wiseau's strange intensity. Sestero's portrayal of Mark's internal conflict is a testament to his skill and ability that is there as an actor, capturing the character's moral ambiguity with nuance and subtlety. Then there's Philip Hardiman's portrayal of Denny, the awkward and naive neighbor, who is actually a standout among the supporting cast. His earnest performance adds a touch of innocence to the film's otherwise chaotic narrative, providing a counterbalance to the melodrama unfolding around him. Carolyn Minot as Lisa's no-nonsense mother Claudette brings a sense of pragmatism to the role, grounding the film in some of its more outlandish moments with her no-frills attitude. And then behind the scenes, the crew of The Room, facing numerous challenges in bringing Wiseau's vision to life, from the makeshift sets to the unconventional shooting schedule. Every aspect of this production was marked by chaos and uncertainty. But despite these obstacles, the crew was dedicated to finishing the product. The film's cinematography, though often criticized for its amateurish quality, nonetheless captures this raw emotion of the performances, immersing viewers in a tumultuous world that Johnny and his friends have created. Then Mladen Milicevic's soundtrack, composed of strange original songs and some licensed tracks, adds another layer of intrigue to the film. While not nearly as recognized as the film itself, the soundtrack does contribute something in the places that it appears. And then, wrapping it all up, the cast and crew may not have set out to create a cult classic, but their collective efforts have left a mark on the world of cinema. From Wiseau's enigmatic performance to the dedicated work of the crew behind the scenes to actually get something made, each member of the production played a role in shaping this film's legacy. So next time you find yourself watching The Room, take a moment to appreciate that talent and dedication of those individuals who brought this experience to life. We will take another quick break right here. When we get back, we'll take a look at why The Room is considered a cult film, though I think it's pretty obvious. So let's talk about how The Room has achieved its legendary status as a cult film. First, let's talk about the mystery surrounding its creator, Tommy Wiseau. Wiseau, with his unidentifiable accent and mysterious background, is as much a part of The Room's allure as the film itself. His eccentric personality and unconventional approach to filmmaking have made him a figure of fascination for fans and critics alike. From his cryptic responses to questions about the film's production to his insistence that it was always meant to be a black comedy, Wiseau's presence adds a layer of intrigue to The Room phenomenon. Then there's the sheer audacity of the film's production. The Room is a masterclass in how not to make a movie. With its disjointed plot, nonsensical dialogue, and baffling creative choices, yet despite, or perhaps because of its numerous shortcomings, the film has captured the hearts of audiences around the world. There is a certain charm in its amateurishness, a kind of sincerity that shines through the chaos. It's as if Wiseau poured his soul into every frame, even if the end result is less than stellar. Of course, no discussion of The Room would be complete without mentioning its infamous catchphrases and memorable moments. From Johnny's iconic line, "You're tearing me apart, Lisa," to the unforgettable football tossing scene, the film is a trove of unintentional comedy gold. These moments have been immortalized in countless memes, parodies, and fan reenactments, further solidifying the place in pop culture history. But perhaps the most compelling reason why The Room has endured as a cult classic is its universal appeal. At its core, the film is a timeless story of love, betrayal, and the human condition. Despite its many flaws, there's something undeniably relatable about the characters and their struggles. Whether it's Johnny's heartbreak at being betrayed by his fiancée, or Mark's inner turmoil over his affair with Lisa, there's an emotional authenticity to the film that resonates with audiences on some level. In the end, The Room is more than just a bad movie. It's a cultural phenomenon that defies explanation. It's a film that has captured the hearts and minds of viewers around the world, inspiring countless midnight screenings, fan tributes, and even a critically acclaimed biographical film, The Disaster Artist. And while its creator may remain a mystery, one thing is for certain: The Room will always hold a special place in the annals of cult cinema history. With that, let's take a quick break here. When we come back, we'll look at some of the trivia surrounding the film. So this film is in no way short on trivia, but we'll highlight just a few that we found interesting. First, Tommy Wiseau's origins remaining shrouded in mystery, adding to the intrigue surrounding the film. Wiseau has been notoriously secretive about his background. He refuses to divulge details about his birthplace, his age, or how he amassed his considerable fortune that was needed to finance The Room. His elusive persona has fueled speculation and conspiracy theories among fans, with some even suggesting that Wiseau is an alien or a vampire. This air of mystery surrounding the film's creator only adds to its allure and cult appeal. Then behind the production of The Room was also marked by a series of bizarre creative decisions and behind-the-scenes antics. Wiseau's unorthodox directing style and idiosyncratic vision led to numerous clashes with the cast and crew, resulting in tense and often surreal filming experiences. Reports of Wiseau's erratic behavior on set, including his insistence on filming multiple takes of the same scene with minimal direction, have become the stuff of a legend among those involved in the production. Despite the chaos behind the scenes, or probably more likely because of it, The Room emerged as a one-of-a-kind experience that defies that categorization, like most cult films do. Additionally, The Room is renowned for its numerous continuity errors and technical blunders, which have become part of its charm for fans. From glaring inconsistencies in set design to awkwardly dubbed dialogue and inexplicable plot twists, the film is a veritable trove of unintentional comedy. One famous example is the scene in which a framed photograph inexplicably changes from a spoon to a football between shots, a mistake that has since become a beloved inside joke among fans of the film. These unintentional quirks and inconsistencies have only served to enhance the film's reputation as So bad it's good cult classic. The Room's initial response also was far from positive, with critics lambasting its amateurish filmmaking and nonsensical plot. However, Wiseau's response to the criticism was nothing short of remarkable. Rather than retreat from the public eye, Wiseau fully embraced the film's newfound cult status, attending screenings and engaging with fans in person and online. His willingness to laugh along with the audience in the film's flaws endeared him to fans and helped solidify The Room's status as a classic of cult cinema. And lastly, the legacy of The Room extends beyond the confines of the film itself, spawning a wide range of cultural phenomena and spin-offs, from fan-made tribute videos and merchandise to the critically acclaimed biographical film about Wiseau titled The Disaster Artist. The impact of The Room on popular culture is undeniable. Wiseau's creation has inspired countless imitators and homages, cementing its place in the annals of cult cinema history. In summary, the trivia surrounding The Room offers a fascinating glimpse into the eccentricities of its creator and the unconventional production process that brought the film to life. From Wiseau's mysterious origins to the film's enduring legacy in popular culture, The Room continues to captivate us with its unique blend of unintentional humor and genuine sincerity. We'll take a quick break right here, and then we'll wrap up our episode. In wrapping up today's exploration of The Room, let's reflect on this fascinating journey we've taken through the absurdity and charm of this cult classic. From the moment the opening credits roll to the final frame, The Room offers a cinematic experience like nothing you've ever seen before, albeit for reasons its creator likely never intended. Despite its critical planning and our abysmal rating of 1 out of 10, seriously, it's that bad, The Room has defied conventional wisdom and carved out a special place in our hearts as moviegoers around the world. Its enduring popularity can be attributed to its unintentional hilarity, with scenes that veer wildly between melodrama and utter nonsense, often within the span of a single conversation. But beyond its unintentional comedy, The Room also serves as a testament to the power of artistic expression, however unconventional it may be. Tommy Wiseau's unwavering dedication to his vision, no matter how bizarre or nonsensical, is a reminder that creativity knows no bounds, and that sometimes the most memorable works of art are born from the unlikeliest of places. So as we bid farewell to The Room and eagerly anticipate our next dive into cult classics with The Repo Man, let's keep the spirit of curiosity and exploration alive. After all, it's these unexpected gems of cinema that remind us of the boundless potential of storytelling and the enduring allure of the silver screen. And before we sign off, don't forget you can always share your thoughts, comments, and suggestions with us at therealrealtalk@gmail.com, and stay connected with us by following us on Instagram and Threads at @RealRealTalk for updates and other content. Until next time, as always, keep watching, keep loving, and keep those reels rolling. Thanks, everybody.